Hello, Billy here. So today I just having my walk, and in my walk I want to share what is in my mind. It will be like a brain dump. I don't know how this format is going to go, but it's a good way to just talk. Right. So just now I was thinking about what I'm going to share. For that, I share some of the subjective communication. Subjective communication is one of the powerful techniques in Siva method or in any other methods that you know of. It is how you communicate with someone without actually talking to that person face to face. How you do that is that you will get yourself into the alpha state where you're relaxed and calm. Then you can project that person into your mind, and then you communicate to that person like how to. So for example, there's one time when I felt very uncomfortable with one of very difficult to handle colleague. I did my subjective communication. So before I go to sleep, I instructed my unconscious mind, please wake me up at a certain time when that person are much more receptive for subjective communication. Then I woke up at 4 a.m. in the morning. I didn't wake up, but I opened my eye. I go back, and then I go to the alpha state, and then I project my friend in front of me. I told that person, thank you for been helping us for many years. I want to acknowledge your contribution, and I appreciate of that. And it will be good that I release you so that you can do something even better and add value to the organization. Just did that. Magical thing that happened is that after 1 or 2 weeks, that person come back to me and say, alright, I some sort of like plan to resign. Then I was in myself, I said, oh alright, that's so good, but I still thanks again for all the contribution, just like what I did in my subjective communication. This is one easy way for you to try if you have someone difficult that you would wanted to talk to that you can't, right? Another thought bubble I have right now is that I'm conducting a class called the Career Advantage, and been doing that nearly every month this year. So the objective is that I would wanted to see more people at least exposed to the knowledge of Career Advantage. Mainly in Career Advantage, what the whole class is that how to build your resilience. So resilience, I use the concept of a rubber band. When you can stretch the rubber band, you are being stretched. So always you want to go back to the origin state of the rubber band. So your feeling of calm, composed, energized, focused are when you are in a good state of a very calm and relaxed rubber band state. This is what called resilience is. And why the reason that people attending some of the surveys that I have is that they wanted to manage their life so that it's stress-free, they're able to focus. And there are a few things that are there, and mostly you mentioned about how to make yourself coherent, much more your heart rhythm to be coherent. And you need to be aware. I think always we need to be aware what emotion that you're feeling, and then after you're aware about it, it's easier for you to regulate your emotion, and then at least you don't drain the unnecessary energy. And after that, you will go to the state where you can recharge back your energy. This is much more simple about what resilience is. And no matter what is happening in your life, you know that there's always challenge, there's always difficult things that happen in your life. This is part what makes life interesting. When you wanted to experience some happiness, obviously you are comparing it with some sadness that you have in your life before. And you can see very interesting contrast between happiness and sadness. So it is just a part of life of experience. Sadness, anger, fear, whatever it is, experience it. And as you be more aware of it, more familiar of the emotion, it's easier for you to learn and be well come out of it. Let me think of one. Okay, no. I was thinking to integrate this story of Gandhi in my workshop for Career Advantage. So the story about Gandhi is this. Gandhi is a wise person, as you know, and one day a lot of people just queuing up to go and meet up Gandhi. And one particular person is this lady who went to see Gandhi together with her son. So her son has this trouble of eating too much of candy, sweets per se. So this lady queuing up together with the son to meet Gandhi. After like an hour of queuing, so finally they're able to meet the wise Gandhi. And she asked Gandhi, all right, my son has this problem. Can you help my son to resolve that don't eat so much candy? And they say, all right, that is doable. However, I will need you to come back in another week. So the mom was so frustrated. They say, huh? Come back another week? I'm queuing for an hour to meet you. Can you solve it now? And they said, no, please come in another week. So the mom bluntly go back. And the next week, queue up for an hour and come back. Then Gandhi told her son, stop eating candy. It's not good for you. Then stop. Then the mom said, you only need to say, stop, don't eat candy. Why you need to ask us to come back in a week time? You know how much time that I've been wasted lying queuing up for this? So Gandhi said, yeah, I'm using the week so that I also reduce the sugar so that I can tell them doing that. The reason I'm sharing this story is 2 points that I wanted to bring. First, Gandhi wanted to lift up the question that I asked, means like show role modeling, show by example. And the second thing is that whatever that you do, eating candy, thinking about something, feeling relaxed, feeling calm, is a state-based experience. So you will not know what it's going to feel like if you don't stop eating candy or sweet. Then if you do not know, how can you advise, how can you step into that people experience? It's a state-based thing that you have. So even for resilience, if you want to know how to recharge your energy, you need to first try it out for yourself and understand how are you going to recharge your energy first, and then it only can come to you whenever you are going to have that. Most of the experience, emotion, energy gaining, resilience is a state-based experience. The more you step into the state, the easier for you to know about the state. Therefore, the next time when you wanted to go into the state again, is way easier and you're more familiar. So if you want to stop to eat candy, hypothetically anything that you want in your life, first you experience it and then you ask yourself, do you like that experience or not? And the more that you get of those experiences, the easier for you to go into it. Yeah. So, and is this, I felt it's a kind of good that I can hear my voice talking through, getting things done from my brain, and able to get myself even better than where I am. I will just upload this thing nonetheless and see what I can do, get out of it, and also hope that you can gain some knowledge about it. It will be kind of like a weekly podcast walking, but next time I'm going to do it much more structure, get some scope, some frame on the thing that I'm going to say, so that it's turned out to be better than today. Right, that's all from now. I want to wish you, may the rest of your life be your best of your life. Bye bye.